Hello everyone and welcome again to this channel. My name is Daniel, and in this video today I want us to discuss about some of the things that you need to do if you applied for DV Lottery 2026, whose selection results are about to come out in a month's time. As usual, it's normally out by May 5th every year. So if you applied for the DV lottery, you need to start preparing on one or two things that is required after you have been selected. The first thing that you need to do if you applied for the DV lottery, make sure that you start processing the birth certificate for you as the principal applicant and all of your derivatives in your application. All your family members that you included in your application must have a birth certificate, and after obtaining the birth certificates, you must do the second thing as apply for the passport for you and also for every member in your DV lottery application. Passports are required when you be filling the DS260 form. If you are selected, they need the passport numbers for each and every person in your application. So make sure that you have your birth certificate, 2, you have your passports, and number 3, make sure that you formalize your marriage. If you applied as married and you had no marriage certificate, make sure that you register your marriage with the registrar of births, registrar of marriages in the Attorney General's office, such that you get your marriage certificate, and it takes like a month for you to get your marriage certificate after the initial application. And if you are divorced, make sure that you start the divorce process, get your divorce papers or decree, and another thing that is required as long as you know the status of your application. If you apply as single and you don't have the consent letter for your kids from the father of your kids, make sure that you also start processing for those as soon as you can when you are in good terms with your baby dad. Then the other thing, number 4, that you need to do as the principal applicant, make sure that you have your high school certificate or your high school diploma with you. If you lost it, make sure you replace it. It is required at the end when you go for your DV lottery interviews. They always require that you provide your high school or high school certificate or diploma, or if you qualified through work experience, make sure that you have work experience papers with you, and it will be so easy for you when you go for the interviews. And then the last thing that you need to do as you prepare for the selection process, make sure that you start sourcing for a host, someone who lives in the United States, who will be willing to give you your the host address, which is required when you fill the DS260 form. Host information and the host address is required when you fill the DS260. Make sure that you have it. You can be looking around on 2 or 3 people who you may request for those information required, and you will not be having problems when you fill the DS260 form. When you have all those documents that are mentioned, your work will be so easy. Once you realize that you have been selected, come May, you start the process of filling the DS260 form and complete that process as early as you can and submit it to KCC such that it can be processed. More especially those ones who will be lucky and you have low case numbers like 1 to 1,000. Make sure that you have all those documents and your process will not be as hectic as others. Remember, the DS260 form is processed as first come, first served. If your case number is low and you delay filling the DS260 form and submitting, you may get that your interview may be delayed also, while you get that other people with cases higher than yours, they have been called for the interview. So guys, those are some of the information I wanted to share. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and share with family and friends. Thank you, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.